Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
An employee opens fire inside a Louisville bank, killing 4 people in the nation's latest mass shooting. We start Local 4 News at 5 with newest developments out of Kentucky. I'm Devin Skillian.
And I'm Kimberly Gill. A short time ago, the 4 victims were identified. All are between the ages of 40 and 64. 9 people were taken to the hospital, including an officer who graduated from the police academy less than 2 weeks ago. The shooter is dead. Pamela Osborne is in the newsroom. And Pam, investigators have an update this afternoon. What else did we learn?
Devin and Kimberly, police say the 23-year-old shooter used a rifle and actually live streamed the attack inside of the Old National Bank. He was shot and killed in an exchange of gunfire with police. Now the actions of those officers are being called heroic as we learn more about the lives that were tragically lost today.
8:30 a.m., an active shooter at a bank in downtown Louisville.
This was terrifying. It was terrifying.
3 minutes after the call, officers were on the scene.
The suspect shot at officers. We then returned fire and stopped that threat. The suspect is deceased.
Also dead at the scene, 4 victims, at least 9 others injured. 2 officers were among the casualties. Police say their quick action likely saved lives.
And I want to thank them and all our other law enforcement officers for responding and doing their best to try to save some of my friends. I have a very close friend that didn't make it today. And I have another close friend who didn't either, and one who's at the hospital that I hope is going to make it through.
Federal authorities say this is being investigated as workplace violence.
The suspect has been identified as Connor Sturgeon, white male, 23 years of age, who was employed at Old National Bank. His weapon of choice was a rifle.
While police search for answers,
our community will continue to come together. We will find ways to love and support one another and the families and friends who have been directly impacted by these acts of gun violence.
A call for unity and a time of grief.
3 of the 9 patients taken to the hospital have been discharged. This is the 15th mass killing in the U.S. this year, and it comes just 2 weeks after that shooting at a Nashville elementary school. We'll be monitoring things out of Louisville, and we will let you know and bring you any new developments coming up at 6. Kimberly, back to you.
That's awful. There are no more words. Pamela, thank you. Our other top story here at 5, a mother who fell 3 floors out of a burning apartment building is talking to us from her hospital bed.
She was one of the 11 people taken to the hospital after this fire on LaSalle, not far from the lodge in the Davison on Detroit's west side. This was the scene Friday. Sean Lay live there with that woman's terrifying story, Sean.
And she's upright in her hospital bed, sharing the story with us. First and foremost, shoring up this building, making it safe, boarding it up. That's what's happening now. Let me direct your attention, though, to the window Antonique Harrison was hanging out of for dear life as fire was closing in on her. She slipped. She fell the 40 feet down to the ground. Her injuries are devastating, but she says she had to survive for her children.
There was no way out. No way. Fire was coming from both ends.
With all of the strength and courage she could come up with, 29-year-old Antonique Harrison climbed out of her apartment's 3rd floor window as smoke and fire was consuming her entire building. It was 3:30 Friday morning. Antonique knew she had so much to hold on to that window for. Her 12-year-old son DeAnthony and 3-year-old daughter Couture.
I was thinking I can't die because I'm all my kids have. I just lost their father last year to gun violence, so I'm all they have. If I would have succumbed to anything, they wouldn't have nobody right now. So my only thing was to survive.
Those survival instincts kicking in, but she could only hold on for so long.
And then I slipped. And when I woke up, I was in EMS. I remember falling, but I don't remember hitting the ground. It was that hard, I guess.
Her children were not home at the time. The day before, she sent them to a family member's home to be safe after a man was shot and killed in the building last Wednesday. And she saw a man making threats that he would burn the building down. That decision to send her kids away saved their lives. Hours later, Antonique had to save her own life.
I think if it wasn't for them, I would have been scared to jump. I think that's the only reason I did jump.
Back here live, let's talk about her injuries. You saw the rod in her leg, Devin and Kimberly. That's from a broken leg and a broken ankle. Rods in her back placed in there in surgery over the weekend due to some vertebrae and discs that had to be removed. So she's got a long road of recovery ahead. Also, the family, she and her kids, lose everything in the fire. They are starting over. Family members for Miss Harrison have started a GoFundMe. They just got done with it, so we're going to share it on our website. Click on Detroit.com. In the meantime, the fire and the homicide remain under investigation. Back to you.
That list of injuries tells you just how close she was to not making it through this horrible ordeal.
Right.
All right, Sean.
Yeah. A couple spent time and money fixing up a Detroit home and finally moved in just to have this happen. An SUV came crashing into the home today, and now fire officials say it's likely a total loss. Happened on Charlevoix on Detroit's east side. Rod Maloney joins us live. Rod, we heard from the homeowner. What is he saying about all of this?
Well, David Fisher intends on rebuilding his life in the city of Detroit, even after all of this. But let's just go over here. This is Charlevoix down here, just on the other side of the field. It's a one-way street going that way. The car came down the wrong way, going very quickly across this field, and then finally, and you can follow the tire tracks there, going right into the basement of the house. And David Fisher was standing in the room just above.
Man, it seemed like somebody threw a grenade in the house. Like, I thought it was a gas explosion.
5:30 a.m. and the unexpected rocked David Fisher's world.
It's like a bomb went off, and like the house didn't shake. It just shifted. Like, it didn't go back and forth. It just moved over, and it just stopped. And like the lights start to flicker a little bit.
Stunned and his heart racing, he and his wife ran for the door. They saw the SUV underneath their living room, called 911. Detroit Fire Chief James Harris tells Local 4 what firefighters found when they got there.
It looks like they were going at a high rate of speed, obviously, and they were just fortunate. They came across the lot, and they entered the basement of the home, and they should be thankful this morning.
David bought the place from the Detroit Land Bank during COVID, just moved in a few days ago after putting on a new roof, electrical, and plumbing. Firefighters thought the house would fall down if they moved the SUV, yet now that they did remove it, they had to put jacks in the basement to hold the living room up. The fire department condemned the place and had the gas and electricity turned off. And yet, David is not angry. He's still wrestling with what to do. He's hoping the driver had insurance. He's not certain, but he is philosophical.
You know, accidents happen, and he alive, we alive. You know, everything else, that car can be replaced, everything here can be replaced.
And so the Detroit Police Department is, we're told, investigating this situation. The man who was driving the SUV was given a ride by EMS to the hospital, receiving hospital, and he is listed in stable condition. Back to you.
So, Rod, what's David going to do about his business?
Well, David and his wife have packed up what they could, and they have family members now that they say are taking them in. They want to come back, but they don't know if they can. They're also curious about whether the driver had insurance to cover the property damage. They say they're going to have to wait and see about all of that.
Okay. Rod, thanks.
All right, Bernie's here now with the Pistons making it official and making a major change at the top.
Dwayne Casey is out, headed to the front office, apparently.
Yes, to the front office, right. Going to work with general manager Troy Weaver, 65-year-old Dwayne Casey. Pistons won just 17 games this past season, so the team had to do something. Casey, though, made this decision on his own, and we've got highlights of him here. Came here from Toronto, never able to really get him over the hump. Was in the playoffs the first season. That was it. Even Casey said maybe they need to hear a new voice. No word yet on who they might pursue. Meanwhile, the players cleaned out their lockers today. Isaiah Stewart says Casey was always there to steer the players in the right direction.
He allowed us to make mistakes and coach us through mistakes. And, you know, to have that as, you know, your first 3 years in the league is, you know, it's definitely a blessing. And, you know, definitely thank him for that. And it definitely helped me and allowed my game to, you know, grow.
That's right. That's what they heard from every one of the young players there. Pistons have a chance at the #1 overall pick, along with San Antonio and Houston. Everyone believes it'll be Victor Wembanyama, who is playing pro in France. He is all of 19 years old.
Well, you showed us that crazy highlight of his last week
the
off
slam.
the three and the slam.
Yeah.
you would think between that and the young core of Cunningham and Ivy that this could be a really attractive job.
It would be amazing if you got Wembanyama.
If that would help.
Yeah, so that would be a...
Go work on that.
Yeah. We have long distance to France here. That's all I want to make sure.
All right. Well, the warm-up has started. It is 66 degrees right now in Southfield and only going up from there this week.
So nice. It feels like we've turned a corner here in Metro Detroit. 4-1 meteorologist Kim Adams here as the temperatures start to tick up. I'm tempted to put some flowers in the ground, but I know better.
Yeah.
I'm going to pump the brakes on that just a bit.
You might want to wait until you see the complete future forecast before you do that. I know we all want to put away, all the winter stuff, and we do this every year, and then we get that one last little blast of winter. So I'll show you the 7-day forecast coming up, but let's live in the moment because this week's going to be really nice. 67 at City Airport, upper 60s at Metro, 66 now in Ann Arbor. It is 10 degrees warmer than it was this same time yesterday out at the airport, 7 degrees warmer in the city, 9 degrees warmer today than it was yesterday in Mount Clemens. And we're not done there. Temperatures tomorrow under lots of sunshine, just a few clouds, make it into the low to mid 70s. It'll be a little breezy tomorrow. I guess if you have to complain about the weather, that's one thing you could complain about. Winds out of the west 10 to 20, gusting up to 30. But I do need to show you that future forecast and the tail end of it. Of course, things are going to change a little bit around here, but until then, we're just going to live in the moment. Devin and Kimberly.